Hey guys, I want to pop on here and tell you a bit of a story, and I want to talk today about puppies. We all love puppies. Today is a big puppy day. For me, I've got a bunch of puppy appointments, and I'm super excited. But I wanted to pop on here and talk a little bit about puppies and share my personal experience on the importance of starting a puppy out right and setting them up for success. I have in my care right now a 9-month-old Belgian Malinois. Yep. A 9-month-old Belgian Malinois who has never had any structure ever in his life. He is a wild man. He has had no boundaries, no rules, no nothing ever in his life. And guess what? He got too much for his owners and he came into my care. Kind of as an emergency situation, and the owners were just absolutely done. He bit, he growled, he's just a Belgian Malinois puppy. If you have a Belgian Malinois at home, you understand what it was like to raise them as a puppy. I genuinely believe that my puppy could have had a much different outcome if he had the correct start and the correct structure that he so desperately needed. Now he's 9 months old and he's learning what structure is. He's learning what crate training is. He's learning what safe play is, what solid exposure is. He's learning all these important things at a much later stage in life. And has it gone smoothly? Not even at all. It's been really hard because he's just that much older, that much more mature, and that much more wild, I should say. It would have been a lot easier to work on all of this at 8 weeks old, at 9 weeks old, at 10 weeks old, rather than at 9 months old. Because at 9 months old, he's a lot of dog, and his bites really hurt, and he's got real impressions now. He has real opinions on how he sees the world. So now my problems are a lot bigger than they could have been at 9 weeks. So let's talk about what should Riggs have received at 9 months or 9 weeks rather than 9 months old, because it's been a rough road. It's been a rough road. Puppies need routine. They need routine and they need safe schedules. And what that means is letting your puppy loose in your home and letting them have free reign on life. They don't have the ability to self-regulate or to know when they're tired or that kind of thing. They don't know how to self-regulate. So for the first few weeks of their life, we need to be that for them. We need to help regulate their bodies because ultimately we know what's best. If you've had puppies before, if you've never had a puppy before, this is for you. So you don't have a 9-month-old Belgian Malinois wanting to destroy your life. And so you don't hit the end of that rope with no knot at the end. Puppies need schedules. They need rigid routines that they can rely on that help them regulate. Did you know puppies need up to 16 hours a day of just sleep? How do you think they're going to get that if they can't turn their brains off because they have free run of your house? They're just not going to. And that jumps me right into the crate training. Crate training is so critical for puppies because it helps them self-regulate. It helps adult dogs self-regulate. And so being able to have a strict schedule with your puppy that really revolves around potty, play, train, bed. That's what your puppy should be doing for a good handful of weeks. Not extensive training. Your puppy has maybe 5 minutes of attention in their entire little bodies. So use those 5 minutes as something productive. Play fun games with them that dogs understand. Dogs understand chase, they understand bite, and they understand tug, especially if you have a herding breed. Puppies live off that. So play games that make sense to them. Have them chase a toy around, and then they grab it and they possess it and they bring it back to you. Celebrate that win, because eventually that's going to be a ball, and eventually that's going to turn into recall. So all these foundations that we're building right now are your foundation blocks for how your adult dog is going to become. I keep hitting the restart button. I actually get an adult dog, it hits a year, and I get puppy fever so bad I just hit that restart button. It's ridiculous. I also have to send puppies home because I'm a breeder. So 8-9 weeks, my puppies are going home. And they're going home started on crate training, and they have a pretty solid schedule in play. And I explain that to my puppy parents, and I help them keep that puppy on that schedule, and they can always ask me if they have questions or anything. Anyway, crate training is coming right with our schedule. Naps are super important for our puppy. They should be napping, most of your day, honestly. And coming out for potty breaks, play breaks, training breaks, boom, go to bed, charge, chill out. Whining puppies and whatever, it helps if you cover them with a blanket. Cover their crate with a blanket, keep it quiet, go about your day. Your dog needs to regulate. Your dog needs to regulate. That puppy's brain needs to turn off so that they can grow. The best growing that a puppy does is sleeping. Same with babies. I have 4 of those. Puppy biting. That is annoying, isn't it? And puppies have sharp teeth. They hurt. And man, do they love to use it. Puppies in the whelp box, they learn bite inhibition as soon as those teeth come in. Do you know how puppies correct themselves? Bite. Ay! Scream. Ouch. That hurts. The other puppy goes, oh, crap, I'm sorry. Doesn't do it again. We need to do the same thing. We need to be the other puppy. We need to go, ouch, that hurts. Stop. When the biting gets too excessive and the energy's climbing on up, that puppy's getting more erratic, then it's probably time for a nap. It's probably time for your dog to go in the crate and have a good old nap because they're becoming unregulated and just becoming too much. Puppy biting does subside. Teething does happen. And it does end. It starts and it ends. It does. There is light at the end of the tunnel. So continuing to correct that puppy in the same way that their brothers and sisters corrected them is going to be your best bet. Safe outings. Our puppies need to have their full set of vaccinations, but that doesn't mean they can't go anywhere. I love Canadian Tire because huge shout out to them. They are pet friendly. Take your puppy, put them in a shopping cart, and let them experience the world. Don't let other dogs come and touch them and get all up in there. Don't let people kiss your puppy and stuff. That's weird. I personally don't. Keeping them in a cart, letting them experience the world. Same with the car, and same with outings around town. The more exposure your puppy gets safely, the more well-rounded dog you're going to have. Take your puppy to Tim Hortons and hang out and eat a donut on the patio. Take your puppy into busy environments, hold them in your arms so they feel secure, and let them experience the world. Keep your puppy safe. You have to advocate for your dog. Advocate for your dog's safety. There is nothing wrong with that. We want to keep our puppies safe. We want to do everything in our power to lay the perfect foundation so that we can have a wonderful, enjoyable adult dog. It's absolutely critical. By 12 weeks, after that rabies shot is done and your whole vaccination schedule is done, hit the ground running. Start working on that loose leash walking. Start working on safe outings on the leash because your dog can hit the ground running. And trust me, they will. Happy puppies need to feel safe and regulated. And that can be done in the comfort of our arms. And they, as soon as they can learn what's acceptable and what's not, sometimes puppies honestly do need to be cuddled in our arms and just loved on. And We build that special bond with them by playing and knowing that, and that puppy knowing they can come to us when they're feeling a little off and they can curl up right in our laps. And that's the best place that they want to be. And it helps them feel happy and regulated. I hope this helps. And I hope you guys don't feel too overwhelmed in the trenches of puppyhood. I really hope you take this to heart. So that you can set your puppy up for the most success, so that you're not dealing with a demon dog at 9 months old who is a way bigger handful. All right, guys, we'll catch you on the next one.